guys, and welcome back to the channel. First off, how is everybody doing on this wonderful afternoon? I am doing great, not that any of you really give a shit. But today we're going to talk about something that is on a lot of Jeep forums, a lot of mixed kind of reviews on it, but today we're going to be talking about the Rough Country 2.5-inch JK lift kit. Yeah, look at that LB7 smoke, baby. Because it's freaking America Day, that's why. For those of you that are stopping by on the channel for the first time, my name is Matt. I'm currently in my wife's 2008 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited X. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, oh, great, he's got a 3.8. It's not a Sahara, it's not a Ruby, it's an Unlimited X. What a queer. No, you see, this Jeep was bought for my wife. My wife was always into Jeeps. She always wanted to build like her dream Jeep. So I bought this Jeep a year ago, and then about a month ago, honestly, we decided, hey, let's do everything all at one shot. So, you know, with the purpose of our build, we ended up not wanting to go the most expensive route. We honestly wanted to do like a budget build. So that's where the Rough Country 2.5 lift came into place. And honestly, it's not, how do I want to put it? It's not a bad lift. To be honest with you, the shocks are not the greatest. They're more of, how do I want to say, like they're more of a street shock, to be honest with you guys. I definitely wouldn't recommend it for off-roading. Obviously, you can use it for off-roading, but it's not your best quality shock. That's probably one of the biggest downfalls of this kit. If you haven't already seen my video of building this Jeep in 11 minutes, there is a video on my channel of where we literally transform a stock 2008 Unlimited X into what it is today. Now, I will be showing you guys here in a couple minutes basically what our Jeep looks like now and what the stance looks like on 35 by 12.5s with the Rough Country 2.5-inch lift kit. Personally, I think one of the biggest things that you need to think about when purchasing your lift kit for your Wrangler is what are you going to use your Jeep for? Personally, my wife isn't going to do rock crawling really ever. Quite frankly, it's too clean of a Jeep to do that, and I know that's going to kill a lot of you guys to hear. We do have 2 kids. Well, we have one coming here within the next 2 weeks, and we have almost a 2-year-old daughter. Lifting the Jeep over 2.5 inches on 35s wasn't really the ideal situation. Do I think that this Jeep is going to be lifted higher down the road? Absolutely. Do I think my wife is going to get more involved in rock crawling and off-roading in general? Yeah, I think it's going to be down the road. Yeah, we might take it mudding and stuff like that, but you really got to sit down and think, what am I going to use my Jeep for? Am I going to use it for constant off-road use and abuse? And if you're using that and you're going to take this off-road and you're going to use and abuse it all the time, and it's not just like a once-in-a-while hobby, you know, then I would definitely say invest into a better setup. But if this is something that you want for appearance-wise, you want it to be, you know, you want it to look lifted. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not the most comfortable ride, but it's definitely not the worst ride I've been in. I've owned lowered vehicles before, so that's like, it's a different realm, but you get the point. It's not that bad. I don't know how many of you guys have ever been in a lowered vehicle before, but when it came down to us buying the suspension for our Jeep, it was kind of torn, like, okay, we're honestly not going to be doing a lot of rock crawling, and if we do go off-roading, it's going to be more of like a, hey, let's go mudding when we go to our cabin once a month type deal. So I didn't necessarily think that we needed to invest into an expensive setup. Now, like I said, eventually do I think that we're going to upgrade the shocks and probably go a little bit higher? Most likely, but once the kids are a little bit older. But what's the price? So the price of this kit is roughly $400, and quite frankly, it's a very good deal. Now, obviously, like I said, you do get what you pay for, but for $400, you can lift your Jeep. You can get it on 35s. I wouldn't even attempt to run 37s, to be honest with you guys. Just my personal preference. Can you do it? Yes. With a little bit of modifications, the proper offset, and, you know, spacers and stuff like that, you can run 37s. Personally, I think the 35 is perfect for a 2.5-inch lift, but like I said, that is just my personal opinion. So you hear the phrase a lot with motorcycles, it's a perfect beginner bike. I think that this is the perfect beginner setup for somebody who wants to get into the modified Jeep Wrangler world, somebody who kind of wants to get into off-roading but not be like gung-ho crazy about it. I do think that it is the perfect beginner setup. Now, like I said, it is on a little bit of the cheaper side. Rough Country does offer a 3.5 inch, which obviously with that, be my guess, you know, that's a lot better to run 37s. For some reason, everybody wants to run 37s nowadays instead of 35s. But honestly, I'm going to show you guys the Jeep right here in a second. And truthfully, I do not think it looks bad on 35s at all. Before I show you guys the front of the Jeep, just understand it does have a Gladiator grill. I know a lot of people hate the Gladiator grill, but it is my wife's Jeep. She built it how she wanted it to be, and she likes it. Quite frankly, I like the stock look and the Gladiator look. So if you don't like it, keep your opinion to yourself. So these wheels are a 17x9 Steely wrapped with 35x12.5. The front is General Grabber AT, I believe AT2s, yes. And then the backs, we have ATXs. We're going to be putting the ATXs up front. Overall, for being a day transformation of this Jeep, honestly, I'm so happy with how everything turned out. Now, the shackles are bronze, and just to kind of give you guys a close look at the lift kit itself, there's the Rough Country the shock, and then we actually did paint the spring bronze as well. And then the same with the front. Coming around to the front side, you guys can see this bronze. There's the shock. Super easy installation. One thing that I do want to add while we are taking the back roads to my house, obviously you guys can see it's got my wife's girly cover on it, but my wife does drive manual. You see that wobble? That's what happens when you have cupped front tires. Alrighty guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now, like I said, overall, the Rough Country lift kit is obviously your lower end lift kit. If you are using it for street use, I would recommend it 100%. Obviously, I would just eventually upgrade the shocks. That is the biggest thing. This damn hill made me shift down to second. That is one thing you have to keep in mind as well whenever you lift your Jeep. If you have a 6-speed, 6th gear is like non-freaking existent, and you need to re-gear. Eventually, we are going to re-gear this Jeep and potentially move up in tire size and lift size. But if this was your first time watching a video on my channel, guys, I hope you give this video a big thumbs up. I hope you guys enjoyed my wife's Jeep. Hit the subscribe button down below. Let's get to 4,000 subs. Till the next time, guys, I'll see you.
Something about you seems to glow. I can feel your heart.